Hi guys, this is Mike and this will be a mini review of the Harley Benton GS-Travel-E Mahogany, and also this will be the very first video in a series of mini reviews of, Western guitars with mahogany tops or even better, mahogany bodies, right? After all those mini reviews are done, I'm planning to do a couple of comparison videos depending on the body sizes, right? So I will definitely do one with travel sized guitars and then with the bigger ones. And also the last video in this series will be a huge shootout with all of these guitars, with a lot of sound comparison samples, with, my final opinion, my final verdict on each and every one of these guitars. And I will also try to rank them from worst to best, right? So if you are interested in these guitars in the slightest, definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell. A new video is up every Monday and you don't want to miss that, right? Okay, but today, of course, the star of the show is this Harley Benton. We have mahogany on the top, mahogany on the sides, and mahogany on the back. We have a NATO neck and a blackwood fretboard, right? Now, Harley Benton does not say which kind of wood they used on this guitar, if it's laminated or if it's solid wood. My educated guess is actually that it's laminated for two reasons. Because first of all, if it was solid wood, I think they would actually advertise it that it's, solid wood. And second of all, they do have a line with solid wood guitars, which is called Harley Benton solid wood, right? And this is not that. So I think this is laminated mahogany, but still, that's not a biggie. If it sounds good, it sounds good. And what else? Yeah, we do have a preamp installed with a 2-band EQ. No, it's a 3-band EQ. It's a 3-band EQ even. But wait, there's more. There's a 3-band EQ. Bass, treble, and mids, right? And we also have a tuner. Now, the tuner works pretty nicely. It works perfectly, actually. It works better, I have to be honest, than the tuners in a lot of the higher priced guitars that I'm already tried and which we're not going to mention now because this is the mini review of this guitar. But yeah, it works great. You don't have to plug in a cable for it to work, so that's great as well. And yeah, what else? This guitar comes with a gigbag, and I'm going to show you the gigbag, but there's really not much to say here, right? It's your standard soft cloth gigbag in this greenish color with this beautiful Harley Benton logo on there. By the way, even if it looks like that, this is not a sponsored video, right? They didn't pay me off. I'm going to state my full honest opinion, right? I bought this guitar for my own money, and this is my opinion on these instruments, on all of them, by the way. Soft cloth. No reinforced sides, so pretty cheaply, I would say, cheaply made, but it's still nice that it came with such a cheap guitar, and that was the gigbag. And yeah, what else? Quality of build, let's quickly talk about that. So I took a long and hard look at this guitar beforehand, and I could not find any flaws or errors on my exemplar, right? The binding looks pretty sweet, right? The neck joint looks pretty sweet. Everything looks perfect. And if this headstock would say like Epiphone, no one would bat an eyelid. No one would bat an eyelash. Yeah, that's the phrase. Yeah, right. So, quality of build is great. Playability and factory setup are also great. I do have pretty big hands, right? Ladies, I do have pretty big hands. No, I'm just kidding. And everything else is small. But yeah, the fretboard does not feel cramped or crowded, I should say, right? It's pretty easy to play. It's just a fun instrument. Factory setup also, maybe I was just lucky, but factory setup is great as well. If I were to rate these guitars in these categories, which I'm not going to do in the mini reviews, but in factory setup and playability, it would get the top score, the top mark, right? Because there's really nothing here that would hinder me in the playing. There's no fret noise, fret buzz, right? I mean, this is a smaller bodied guitar, so if you hit it harder, you will actually hear a little bit of fret noise, but that's just the nature of the beast. And you know what? Let's actually go to the sound. So how does it sound like? Well, let's find out. Okay guys, so that was basically it. That was just a short sound demo of this Harley Benton. I really like this instrument. You know, it's small, it's lightweight, it's portable. You have everything that you need with the tuner and the gig bag to, you know, play at a campfire or at the beach or outside in the winter if you want to. So yeah, pretty cool instrument. It is the cheapest out of all the guitars that I'm going to test in the next couple of weeks, right? So if you are interested in that, please definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell. And while you're at it, why not support my Patreon or, you know, leave a super like? You can do that, right? That would be cool. And yeah, that was basically my mini review of this guitar. Of course, if you want to know my final opinion on this instrument and all the other ones in this series of mini reviews, you have to be a little patient. A couple of comparison videos will be up in a couple of weeks. Remember, there's a new Made by Mike video online every Monday, right? So yeah, stay tuned and have a good one, guys. See you next time. Bye. With two eyes.